Football is back at CenturyLink Field as the Seattle Seahawks get ready to play in their first preseason game of 2019 this Thursday night against the Denver Broncos, and everyone is excited to get going.
This is our first chance to play full-speed football and get after it and see where we are. So it's really exciting to get a chance to finally unveil us and remind these guys that it's just football and all that, but they got to go out and block tackle for the first time. So it's an important transition that we make, and we're going to weigh this heavily in the evaluations and all as we go forward.
It's an opportunity, not just for me, but for everyone on this team, everyone in the league. Actually, you get to go put your best foot forward. Show what you've been working on, like you just said, and go out and compete. Coaches love to see that. We're competing for jobs, and the rookies definitely know that. And I think the rookies here, they understand that, and they're going to put their best foot forward.
This first game is all about the rookies and their first taste of the NFL experience.
This is an opportunity for the young guys, and this is the game that we dedicate to the rookies. It's their first game in the NFL ever, and we make somewhat of a big deal about it tonight. Kind of share the experience, make sure that it's one that they remember. We think it's worthwhile to do it that way. And in that also, we're going to play our young guys a ton.
First, just effort. When you cut the tape on, we want to see our guys flying around, first and foremost. And just everybody knowing what they're doing on their keys and their assignments. And I say lastly, just making plays. Everybody having fun, making plays, and just showing out.
After weeks of just going against their fellow teammates, the players are excited to finally go against an outside opponent.
It means a lot. That's how we perfect our craft. If a surgeon, if they're working on their techniques, and they get to perform in the surgery, that's kind of what we get to do at practice. So we're just perfecting our craft and getting better every day, pushing each other, and just competing.
For the coaching staff, watching these players actually get to finish these tackles is one of the most important aspects of the game. And for Coach Carroll, it's even more important than wins and losses in the preseason.
We got 4 games, and in these 4 games to us, every one of these games are the games to block and tackle. We don't do it out here on our practice field full speed, taking them to the ground, because we have the games. So that's why the games are so important to us. It's not so much about the winning and losing. It's really about the guys getting their game going and getting right and showing us where they are technically and physically, so that we can adapt and then go back to the next week and see if we can fix things. And by the time the month's over, we have guys really primed and ready to go.
For the rookies and for the new faces, this will also be their first experience at CenturyLink Field, and the roar of the 12s and the veterans are trying to get them prepared for what they can expect.
It ain't nothing but practice. It's just a little louder, man. It's probably one of the loudest stadiums, I told them, but like I said, they cheer for us, so if anything, it's gonna pump you up.
It's unlike anything you've played in front of. It's loud, it's crazy. It really pumps us up, and we enjoy it a lot. We get to go out there in front of the loudest fans in all of football.
Usually in the first preseason game, we see the returning starters get at least some work in the first series, but this time around, it sounds like the coaching staff is doing something different because of all the competition on the roster. In fact, Russell Wilson won't even play in the game, with Geno Smith getting the start.
I think more than ever, we have a lot of guys that we need to play. We've got a big competition in the quarterback position in particular. We want these guys to play as much as they can and play their way into their spots. And I don't want this to be decisions that we have to make without a lot of great information. So that's what's most important right now. So we have a lot of competition at the receiver spot. We have a lot of competition in the offensive line. We're going to be able to play a lot of guys in this game and see how they can do.
Well, there will be a lot of competition taking place right before our eyes. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. and you can watch it live on Q13 Fox, or if you're in the Seattle market area and can't get to a TV, you can stream it live on Seahawks.com or the Seahawks mobile app. And of course, you can always listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.